CowperTrucks specialise in everything Extreme 4x4, from custom 4x4 builds to Extreme 4x4 Experience corporate days and work functions. CowperTrucks is also the creator and host of the Suzuki Extreme 4x4 Challenge. For more information, contact Dan at CowperTrucks.
Welcome to part 3 of our coverage of the Suzuki Extreme 4x4 Challenge. We're 6 courses in of the 15, and our leaders continue to be Kevin Hermanson and William Menzies in the Gambler on 5,600 points. From Chris Gifford and Sam Thompson in Punisher, a further 300 back. Nipping at their heels are both Jared Biggs and Mitch Caldo, both on 5,100 points. So a quick look at the Elite Mechanical Engineering Services point score shows Kevin Hermanson 300 to the good with Chris Gifford. Course 7 is the SJP Builders Just Nail It, and it's one of the longest courses, so that can see some struggling to make the time cut. Starting off with some muddy crossings and then across the face of a hill, over the dugout, uphill again, and then to a difficult corner to an uphill finish.
Hi, I'm Scott Dixon.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Thompson.
And we're driving the Rocking Horse.
Caitlin Thompson won this event, co-driving for her brother Sam last year. Still co-driving, but this time for Scott Dixon in the LS2 V8 CowperTruck. So Scott Dixon and Caitlin Thompson sitting in 8th place going into this one. The truck is Rocking Horse, and away they go straight into the mud and straight through gate number 1. Now they attempt gate number 2. Just making a bit of a meal of it here, and just having a look on the DPS countdown. They've got plenty of time. They're finally through 2 and they clear it, so that's good. On to 3 now. Clear through 3 as well. And then 4, and just have a look how deep those dugouts are. Just enough to hide a 4x4 truck. Plenty of elevation as they head uphill. The stair-stepped uphill has claimed a few in the past, and now through the on-camber turn and heading downhill once again, and they are clear so far as they negotiate once again another steep off-camber hill, and safely through 9, 1 gate to clear, and that is 10, and that is the perfect score for Scott Dixon and Caitlin Thompson. Have a look at it on the CowperTrucks replay. Plenty of elevation, plenty of power, and a perfect score.
Hi, I'm Shane Towers.
And I'm Tony Hedlin.
And we're in Mud Taxi.
Mud Taxi bucks the V8 trend. This Tom-built truck is driven by Shane Towers and Tony Hadlin and is powered by a Nissan SR20 4-cylinder turbo. So next to go, the little Nissan turbo. This is Shane Towers, currently sitting in 11th place. Away they go. The cautious start for them, working their way through gate number 1. And I think they're bogged down in 2, and you hear the sound of the engine. Didn't sound very happy at all. Might have gulped a big lungful of water. Have a look at it on the CowperTrucks replay, and you see where all the water went. It went straight onto the electrics, and that halts the progress of Shane Towers.
Hi, I'm Nathan Fogden.
And I'm Mike Gibbons.
And we're driving the Zook Sport BF Goodrich Turbonator.
Nathan Fogden has been to most Suzuki Extreme 4x4 challenges, either as a driver, official, and even a commentator. Back again with his familiar co-driver, Mike Gibbon. So Nathan Fogden and Mike Gibbon currently sitting in 10th place going into this. Course number 7, which is the SJP Builders Just Nail It. That's exactly what Nathan's done as he dips the front of the CowperTruck into the mud. So he is safely through 1, now negotiates the bigger mud bog and safely through 2, climbing uphill now, safely through 3. Oh, I think he might have just clipped 4. Check on that for you, but he's up. Oh, I was going to say he's up to 5, but he's going to have another go at it. He's got plenty of time. Yes, he did clip 4. Have a look on the Elite scoreboard. You'll see as they clear the gates, that is 100 points. 20 seconds still to go, so they're in time, or on time I should say, as they get to the top of the course now. There's Dathan Fogden and Mike Gibbons. Safely through 8, crawling their way through 9, and now this difficult off-camber to an uphill finish. All the power in the world from the little Mitsubishi gets them to gate number 10 with a clearance on the final gate as well.
My name is Brent Ward. This is Michael Ward, my son, and we drive the Fukin buggy.
Wildcard number 2 are the father and son Wards, Brent and Michael, with lots of power coming from their supercharged Chevy Wire Rapid Diesel Services truck. Well, these guys are sitting in 5th place at the moment as we work course number 7 of 15. So fast approaching halfway. Off go the father and son combination. All the power in the world from the supercharged Chevy in the Wire Rapid Diesel Services built truck. Safely through gate number 3 and just onto 4. Oh, and I think you just clipped 4. You saw the peg move just a little bit there and the score hasn't advanced, so that's exactly what happened. Safely through gate number 5 though. Heading up towards 6 and he clipped 6 as well. And now he's in the wrong trajectory for 8 and he clips 8 too, so all starting to go a little bit wrong for Fukin Buggy. So inching down off the precipice, getting ready to line up for gate number 9. Safely through 9, 1 gate to come. Oh, and they're now going to have a second attempt at it. Now they are in a little bit of time trouble. 10 seconds left. They back the truck right up. They get through 9. Can they get through 10 this time? Yes, they can. So 700 points. Have a look at it on the CowperTrucks replay.
I'm Kevin Hermanson and I drive the Gambler and my co-driver is William Menzies.
Wildcard number 3 is Kevin Hermanson. He won this event 2 years ago and then retired. For 2025, he's back in the supercharged CowperTruck. Well, not only is he back, but he's back at the front of the field because he is the points leader here on course number 7. The SJP builders just nail it. This is the Gambler, fully independent suspension, both front and rear. William Menzies sits alongside him, and Kevin's attacked this one with real gusto. So he's safely through 2, starting to climb now, and across the dugouts he goes, safely through 3 and 4. No, he hit 4. He did hit 4. I thought I saw the peg move. So he's back on track now as he heads towards the top of the hill. Safely through 6 and 7 and 8. Coming down again, you see William Menzies working on the independent brake levers, lining up this off-camber turn that will send them towards gate number 9. He's got plenty of time on his side. 15 seconds to go. Through 9 and then a big handful of throttle and plenty of elevation and safely through 10 as well. 900 points. Have a look at it on the CowperTrucks replay. Up and over the top, catching plenty of big air is Kevin Hermanson.
Hi, I'm Ash Tonkin.
I'm Dion Ross.
And we're driving the Redback.
Finishing third in the recent New Zealand Championships was a confident boost both Ash Tonkin and Dion Ross needed. A troubled run here last year, now a distant memory for the Nitro Truck Redback. So Ash Tonkin getting set to go, currently sitting in 7th place. Ash just cleaning the visor, getting ready to go now. This is Redback. Soap spiders like mud. Safety through 1, safety through 2. Heading towards 3 and these vicious dugouts. Through 3. And he's clipped 4 as well. Lines up 5, safety through 5. He's made the latter part of the course look pretty easy. So he works his way through 7. Flirts with 8 but clears it. Now the steep off-camber, you see the truck just slide its way into position, safely through 9 and up through 10 as well. 900 points.
G'day, I'm Scott Biggs.
And I'm Phil Walton.
And we're driving Triple X.
With more podium finishes than anyone else here, Scott Biggs and co-driver Phil Walton will start as one of the favourites in their Chev-powered Nitro Customs truck. So this is Scott Biggs, currently sitting in 6th position. Phil Walton sits alongside him as they get set to go on course number 7, the SJP Builders Just Nail It. And that is the philosophy of Scott Biggs. He's not going to leave you wondering as he works his way up and through 2. Just makes it a little bit difficult for himself as he inches his way through 3, and momentum will carry him through 4 as well. Up the hill to gate number 5. Perfect so far is Scott Biggs. As I said, currently sitting in 6. Now, some of the higher point scorers have sort of fallen by the wayside here, so it's his chance maybe to move up. He's perfect through 8 and now lining up gate number 9. 427 Chevy Power will get him to the top of the hill in plenty of time. 10 seconds remain, and that is 1,000 points, and that is valuable in the context of the competition. Here it is on the CowperTrucks replay.
If your four-wheel drive is a tradies work wagon, the family transporter or the weekend explorer, there's one brand that's got you covered: Ironman 4x4. Check out the full range at your local dealer. We're nationwide.
So highlights package from course number 7 and early going sees Scott Dixon on 1,000 points and also Scott Biggs.
I'm Chris Gifford,
And I'm Sam Thompson.
and we're driving the Punisher.
The Punisher is a Nitro's custom truck driven by Chris Gifford and Sam Thompson. Sam finished first last year as a driver alongside his sister Caitlin, but is back in the co-driver's seat here. So these guys currently sitting in 2nd place in this course number 7, SJP Builders Just Nail It, and that's exactly what they're going to do as well. New Zealand Industrial Abseilers are the sponsors for Chris Gifford, and he is into his work in double quick time, safely through 2. Now negotiating gate number 3 and safely through 3 and 4. Just look at the way those huge ruts disrupt the passage of the truck. Heading uphill now, safely through 5 as well. Right up to the top of the course, the high point of the course, and he is safely through 6 and 7. Oh, and I think he just clipped gate number 8. So rolling downhill now as he repositions the truck for gate number 9. Plenty of time on his side. Have a look on the DPS countdown and on the elite scoreboard. On his way to the top of the hill, safely through 9 and 10. 900 points.
Hi, I'm Dave Mackay.
And I'm Reese Mackay. I'm Dave's son, and we're driving the Sniper.
The father and son combination of Dave and Reese Mackay drives Sniper, a Chev LS3 powered nitro truck. Are making a return after missing last year's event. So Dave and son Reese currently sitting in 12th place, so they've had their issues. Let's see what they can do here on the SJP Builders Just Nail It, course number 7 of 15. And they're safely through 1 and 2. On board with him here as he negotiates 3. Nearly ploughs into the face of the rut there. Safely through 4 as well. 5 isn't a problem. Negotiating 6 now, that's not a problem either. Heads to the very top of the course. Slides through 7, gets through 8 as well. So this is looking very, very good for the father and son combination. They are perfect thus far. Now they reposition Sniper and attack the uphill once again. 900 points in the bank. Is it going to be 1,000? You bet your life it's going to be 1,000. A perfect score.
Hey, I'm Taylor Weatherly.
Hi, I'm Wayne Weatherly, and we drive the Reaper.
The Weatherlys, Taylor and Wayne, are making their Suzuki Extreme 4x4 Challenge debut, 7th in the Nationals in their Chevy-powered Nitro custom truck, Reaper. Now, sadly for Wayne and Taylor, because they're out of start position, this will be only for 500 points, not the 1,000 points if they're perfect. So let's see how they go. Safely through 1 and 2. Carries the momentum up to the left-hander and into the dugouts. Through 3 and 4. working uphill through 5. Up to the top of the course now. 6 is easily cleared, as is 7. Now they turn once again and get through 8 as well. Oh, they're going to kick themselves if they have a perfect score, and they're only going to score half points for it because it's looking pretty good at the moment. They reposition and head through 9, and they head through 10. Now, we would be doing cartwheels and saying 1,000 points, but no, it's 500 points.
Hi, I'm Jared Biggs.
I'm Fletch Crawford.
And we're driving Hot Wheels.
1NZ Hot Wheels is driven by Jared Biggs and Fletch Crawford. This Nitro Customs truck is powered by an 850 horsepower Chev engine. Well, these guys are in the same boat because they had steering trouble on course number 6, and they're out of their starting order as well. So not the 1,000 points if they make it clear, but just 500. Jared Biggs, Fletch Crawford, safety through 2. Into the first of those deep man-made excavations through 3 and 4. Certainly not wasting any time. Up into 5, and they clear 5 as well. Up to the top of the course now, 6. 30-odd seconds still remain on the DPS countdown. They're safely through 7, and they rocket round and head towards 8. They're safely through 8 as well. Now they're lining up 9, and they're in the same situation as the Weatherleys. They're going to go clear here and score 1,000 points, but they're not going to score 1,000. They're only going to get 500. Here it is on the replay. All that work for half points. So course 7 sees Scott Biggs, Dave Mackay, Scott Dixon on top on 1,000 points and 4 on 900. On the overall situation, Kevin Hermanson still leading from Chris Gifford. Scott Biggs now 3rd and his brother 4th. Capture Signs brings us course 8, and while the mud won't bother too many, staying on their wheels might. A right-hand sweep off camber and then more climbing and a dirt pile to survive. All that and onto the wall of death finish line. So we're past the halfway point now in the Suzuki Extreme 4x4 Challenge. The course looks a picture and the big crowd is absolutely loving it. First to go on course number 8, Capture Signs, brace for impact, will be Scott Dixon. Scott currently sitting in 5th equal place going into this. Course number 8. Up through 2. Oh, and he's hit course gate number 3. So he doesn't score any points going through there. Now this big dirt pile, a lot of people were a little bit worried about this, but it looks to be okay for Dixon and Caitlin Thompson. Onto the wall of death they go now. Now the secret is to keep it up on the high side of the wall of death. Now Dixon hasn't been able to do that, so he's got to have a second approach, which he does. He's not in time trouble just yet, and he scored 800 points, and if he gets through this last gate, that's gate 10, that's 900 points for Scott Dixon. Have a look at this dirt pile. This is going to cause some friction and some problems for some of the drivers, I predict. Looks easy, but like so many things on this course, it isn't. Next to go, this is Mud Taxi. Shane Towers, currently back in 12th place, and they've had their issues. Getting up the hill hasn't been one of them, though, and they are perfect going through 3, so that's another valuable 100 points. They're working their way through 4 now. Back onto ground level just about. There is the big dirt pile. And you see how one side's already started to be eroded away. Shane Towers still perfect. Up on the high walls he goes now. Oh, and he hits gate number 8.
The throttles come off.
Well, you heard it from the horse's mouth. Problems with the throttle, and that means Shane Towers is out. Next to go, this is Nathan Fogden and Mike Gibbons. Currently sitting in 9th place. Away they go, following the blue line, which is not only good for the drivers but also for the spectators, so they can work out where these trucks are going. And so far so good. Oh, I spoke too soon. Nathan Fogden slides it over the bank and it lands on the wheels. Now the rules say that if you can and it's on the wheels, you can continue, and that's exactly what Nathan Fogden's going to do. Now, is he going to carry on and not miss out any gates and play it safe, or is he going to go for the whole course? It looks to me like he's going for the whole course. So 3 is the only gate he has missed. Up to the top he goes, and he's perfect thus far, and he's got time to back up to negotiate to get through 9. That off-camber corner, just that little kink catching them out, gets through 9, gets through 10, nearly. He gets through 10 with 8 seconds, make it 7 seconds to spare. And talk about the recovery of the day. Here it is on the CowperTrucks replay. You'll see from the other shot that the side of the hill softened the blow a little bit, and Terminator landed back on the wheels, and he kept on going. Here it is from the onboard shot. Fook and Buggy next to go. This is the father and son combination, Brent and Michael Ward. Brent doing the driving, Michael doing the co-piloting. Away they go, safely through 1. Heading up towards gate number 2. They're following the blue line, which is perfect for not only the drivers but the spectators alike. Down through 2 and 3. Woody's looking pretty good at the moment. Attacking the dirt pile, virtually jumping over it through 4. So they're perfect up to the top of the hill. Now they're on the wall of death. Oh, and they've hit gate number 8. So that's ruined their perfect score thus far. They've got time on their side, so they back up. They'll drive directly up the hill, go through gate number 9, 1 gate to come, and that is gate number 10, and that is 900 valuable points. So we have a look at it on the CowperTrucks replay. They absolutely thrash it over the dirt pile. In fact, they jump the second hump.
Yeah, we're going to get to the muscle.
Kevin Hermanson next to go. He is the current points leader. William Menzies sits alongside him. This is the Gambler. Fully independent suspension, both front and rear, mid-mounted, supercharged Chevy V8, CowperTruck, and so far so good for Kevin Hermanson, known the world over as Hermie. A bit more cautious approach than what we saw from the Wards, but the result is the same. He's perfect as he works his way through 6. He's got time to back up as well. 30-odd seconds left on the DPS countdown, so he's renegotiating gate number 9 through 9 and through 10, and that is a perfect score. Kevin Hermanson, the points leader, adds another 1,000 points to his total. NZ Off-Roader, proud to support the Suzuki Extreme 4x4 Challenge. So highlights now from the Capture Science brace for impact, and there was plenty of impact. Here is Nathan Fogden doing the job. And this man, no impact for him. Kevin Hermanson, perfect. Next to go will be Jared Biggs and Fletch Crawford. These guys back in their original start order, so they'll be going for the 1,000 if they can do it. And you rid them every step of the way. They follow the blue line as they work their way through 1 and 2. Look at the concentration on the face of Jared Biggs. Hot Wheels is the truck. Safely through 3 as well, through the dirt pile, and they got a little bit close to 5, but they go through 5 too, so perfect so far. Oh, I spoke too soon. They hit gate number 8, so we're not going to see the perfect score. I've got time to back up, and that's exactly what they do. They go through 9. They've got 1 more gate to go, and that'll be 10. They'll be kicking themselves about gate 8, though. That was 900 points. It could have easily been 1,000. Welcome back, Mitch Caldo and Jamie Elms, all repaired and ready to go. They're currently sitting in 8th place. The truck is Mad Wolf, and they are safely through gate number 1, heading towards 2. You're right on board with them here. Safely through 2, inching their way through, and safely through 3 as well. Back down onto terra firma just about. Negotiates 4 and negotiates 5 as well. Perfect so far as they get to the high point of the off-camber wall of death. Now they've got time to back up. They're perfect. Are we going to see a 1,000-point haul here for Mitch Caldo? He's got 1 more gate to negotiate, and that will be gate number 10, and that is 1,000 points. Welcome back, Mitch Caldo. We can see the big crowd just trying to get as close as they can to the action. And what action we've seen. Ash Tonkin next to go. Dion Ross sits alongside him. Cutting Edge Tiling are the sponsors. Redback is the truck. And they're safely through gate number 1. And you see the flag raised by the officials, and that means they're safely through 2 as well. Remember, there's a 1 minute time limit. You'll see that counting down on the DPS scoreboard. So far, so good for Ash Tonkin. Up onto the wall of death he goes now. He's going to overrun gate number 9, but he's got plenty of time to back up, and he's perfect so far is Ash Tonkin and Dion Ross. They negotiate 9 on the second attempt. They head towards 10, and they get through 10 with 18 seconds to spare. Another 1,000 points. A perfect run for Ash Tonkin. This is Scott Biggs and Phil Walton. Now they've clawed their way back to 3rd place now. Scott's brother Jared is in 4th as we're on the journey here with Triple X. Safely through 2, negotiating 3, safely through 3, heading downhill once again off that difficult shelf and into the dirt pile, which has kind of been smoothed out by the previous runs, so it makes it just a little wee bit easier. Safely through gate number 5, up onto the wall of death they go. They're going to have to back up and negotiate gate number 9 again. So far, so good for Scott Biggs and Phil Walton. They easily negotiate 9. They've got 1 gate to go, and they've got 20 seconds to do it, and they do it, and that is another 1,000 points. So the perfect runs are coming thick and fast. This is Chris Gifford. He's currently sitting in 2nd place. This is course number 8, Capture Signs, Brace for Impact. We've seen a bit of impact, and we've seen some fantastic driving as well. Are we going to see some here from Chris Gifford? He's safely through 1. They slow it all down to get through 2, but he does so, and he gets through 3 as well. Negotiates 4. 5 is another clearance, so is 6. Up on the wall of death they come. Oh, and I think they clipped 8. They did. So they back up to realign the truck for gates 9 and 10, but they clipped 8. Safely through 9, the flags come up. 1 gate to come, and that is gate 10, so that is 900 points for Chris Gifford. Just get the feeling he might have been looking for more. Dave Mackay next to go. Reese sits alongside him. That is his son. They're currently sitting in 11th place. The truck is the Sniper. It's another Nitro truck. And they're safely through 1 and heading up towards gate number 2 now. And safely through 2, inching through 3 as well. Heading back down to the dirt pile. There is gate 4. They're safely through 4. They're safely through 5. Oh, and they hit 6. They hit gate number 6 by the look of it there. They've got time on their side to back up, and that's exactly what they're doing, so they can get the truck positioned for gate number 9. Safely through 8 and 9. And heading to the finish line 10, and that's another 900 points for the Mackays. Next to go, this is Wayne and Taylor Weatherly, currently sitting in 10th place as they hit the course now. Safely through 1. Oh, and they've gone right over the top of gate number 2. And they're just a little bit more cautious as they work their way through 3. I think that's the only combination so far that's gone and hit gate number 2. They're good through that. They go into the deepest part of the mud now and start the uphill climb. Up onto the wall of death they come. So far, so good. Starting to renegotiate and attempt 9 and 10. But unfortunately, it all went wrong on gate number 2. So we're not going to see a perfect score from Wayne Weatherly, but we are going to see 900 points. So if we have a look at the scoreboard, course number 8 gives us 4 perfect scores, and then Jared Biggs and Chris Gifford on 900. Overall, the situation hasn't changed too much. Kevin Hermison in the front, Chris Gifford in second, Scott Biggs in third, Ash Tonkin moves to fourth. Course 9, Hydro Plumbing and Maintenance, Take the Plunge, is another crowd pleaser. Straight off the start, you literally take the plunge into a huge mud hole. It's risk and reward at its very best. To get through the mud, what awaits is a hugely steep uphill and then onto a finish and a big clean-up. There's no doubt about it. This is probably one of the favourites with the big crowds that come and watch the Suzuki Extreme 4x4 Challenge. This is the Hydro Plumbing and Maintenance Take the Plunge, and you'll see why very, very shortly. And the first guinea pig is going to be Mud Taxi, Shane Towers. Remember the 2-litre Nissan turbocharged powered truck? And he has safely negotiated gate number 1 and gone into the deepest part of gate number 2, and once again it sounds like the little Nissan's gone off song just a little bit. Remember, he's got a minute to negotiate the course. He's not going to be able to do it though. Have a look at it on the CowperTrucks replay. So 100 points for Towers. Nathan Fogden next to go. Turbinator, the Mitsubishi CowperTruck. He's going to have to hit the throttle sooner or later. He does so. Gets through gate number 1, but they're slowly but surely making progress. But are they going to run out of time? Are they going to get to gate number 2? Look at the mud shower that's going all over the Turbinator and some of the crowd as well. Can he get to gate 2? Can he get to gate 2? He's so close, but he's come to a halt. He's going to have to rethink this one. He's got plenty of time on his side. He's absolutely covered the truck in mud, and I think he's pulled the pin, and he's got some of the spectators as well. Oh, watch that phone, buddy. So the recovery crew pushed into action once again. Well, we've said so many times that it looks easy, but it's not, and you can see that it's certainly not easy for the Turbinator and Nathan Fogden. So just 100 points to his name. Let's see what the Wards can do. Brent and Michael next to go. The WDS built truck, supercharged Chev power, so power won't be an issue. Direction maybe. We're on the journey and they're going to hit it at speed. What else would you expect? Can they get to 2? Some of the truck got to 2. Is all of the truck going to get to 2? I don't think it is, and I think they've pulled the pin early. Have a look at it on the replay. Brent Ward sheltering, or trying to shelter from the deluge of the muddy water that comes over the front of the truck. But they don't get to 2 either, so they score 100 points. There's 100 points going to be the high score here on the Hydro Plumbing and Maintenance Take the Plunge. Rangitikei, the land of adventure, arts and scenery like no other, where a lifetime of memories are made and memorable experiences happen. There's something for everyone. So, course number 9, always a crowd pleaser, but not a driver pleaser, as you saw from Nathan Fogden and also from Brent Ward and Shane Towers. So this is Kevin Hermison. He is the points leader going into this one. On the journey he goes. Turakina is the venue for the Suzuki Extreme 4x4 Challenge, and it is a great showcase for the small town in the Rangitikei district. Hermison's decided to go around gate number 1, and that hasn't really worked for him, I don't think. And he's gone round 2 as well. He's trying to get onto gate number 3. And I don't think he's going to go too far. He's virtually buried the front of the truck. You can't hardly see the Mickey Thompson wheels. There they are there, but the front ones are just about under the water. Here it is on the replay. It was a brave move by Hermie. We talk about risk and reward. Well, that was a graphic example of it, but it just didn't pay off for the points leader. So once again, the recovery team pressed into action here and extracting the gambler. Right, this is Jared Biggs. The truck is Hot Wheels. They are currently sitting in the point situation right up inside the top 5. Away we go. Now, what is the approach here? Normally it's 100% attack. Let's see what we got this time from Jared Biggs. It is 100% attack, and man, what an impact as he goes into the mud, but unfortunately he overcooks it and he's hit the Suzuki tape. And if you hit the Suzuki tape, you stop scoring. Here it is on the CowperTrucks replay. Nearly buries the Nitro Customs truck and then just clips the Suzuki tape. Another angle of it for you. I can tell you that Jared Biggs is only going to score on gate number 2 because he missed 1. And that is going to affect his overall scoring. So this is Mitch Caldo, perfect on course number 8. Let's see what he can do here. And will he decide to miss gate number 1, or will he attack it? Full speed ahead, Jamie Elm sits alongside him. Well, he's decided to attack it, but unfortunately he has hit gate number 1. But he's got further than a whole lot more as he begins the uphill grind up to the top of the course. That must be such a scary proposition, going backwards at a rate of knots. But that's what has happened for Mitch Caldo. Second time's the charm, maybe. Yes, through gate number 5. Up to the top. Through the 180-degree turn. Inching down the other side of the hill now, looking for gate number 6 through, and gate number 7 as well. Now, he's decided to drive around 8 and attacks 9. But I think he's come to a grinding halt in 9, so he's not going to get to gate number 10. Here it is on the CowperTrucks replay. Boy, if you owned a detergent company, you'd be loving life at the moment. Plenty of power on Mad Wolf. Right, this is Ash Tonkin. It'll be interesting to see how the visor gets on in all the mud. Redback is the truck. He's run double protection right throughout the day here at the Suzuki Extreme 4x4 Challenge. And he is through 1 and goes right over the top of gate number 2. But that keeps his momentum up for gate 3. And he has to back up and have another go. Through 3 this time, through 4. Oh, and he just clipped 6 as he was just about to make that right-hand turn. He's got time to back up, though. You have a look on the DPS countdown. 25-odd seconds remain. 400 points on the elite scoreboard thus far. Down the other side he comes. And he has decided to miss gate 8 as well and attack gate 9. And are we going to see a finisher here? And is it going to be Ash Tonkin? He is. He's the first finisher. He's got right through the course here in course number 9. Next to go, this is Triple X. This is Scott Biggs, currently sitting in 3rd place in the competition. He needs a perfect score, but that might be a little bit too much to ask for in the conditions we've got here in course number 9, and that is the Hydro Plumbing and Maintenance Take the Plunge. So he's through 2 without too much problem. He's made the uphill climb look relatively easy, has Scott Biggs. Phil Walton doing the co-driving duties. He's on the individual brake levers. They start their very deliberate downhill plunge and back into the mud they go, and he is safely through 8, so he's perfect so far. All he's got to do now is keep up the momentum. There is gate number 9. He passes it slowly, but he clears it, and gate number 10 is coming up, and gate number 10 is cleared, and 1,000 points is in the register for Scott Biggs. Here it is from a different angle as he gets to the top of the course. Look at the mud and water down the bottom. That's why it's a crowd pleaser. This is Chris Gifford. He's currently sitting in 2nd place and has been for a long time, just getting a little bit of help. As away they go. The truck is the Punisher. Sam Thompson sits alongside him. And they're good through gate number 2. Now they attack 3. Oh, and they come to a bit of a halt before they get to 4, so they back up and try again. Plenty of time on the DPS countdown. Up through 5 as well. Their perfect so far is the man currently in second place. The man beside him won the event with his sister last year, and that is Sam Thompson. Now they're heading down the other side. Safety through 6, through 7. Safety through 8 as well, but they're not going to get to 9. In fact, they're not going to go any further, I don't think. Here it is on the replay. This is the climb up the hill. Like so many before them, they made it look easy. The Mackays are next to go. That grin permanently on the face of Reese. Dave, his dad, looks on as away they go. Sniper is the truck. It's a Nitro Customs truck. And they've really attacked the course, and they're safely through 1 and 2, and now up through 3 and through 4 as well, and 5 by the look of it, but they're not going to get to the top. They've run out of momentum, so they're going to come back down again and have another attempt. They've got time on their side. The DPS countdown gets to 35 seconds. But once again, they've stopped on the top of the hill. Oh, and they've backed over 4 on the way down. You wouldn't read about it. Well, sometimes they say you'd rather be lucky than good. Well, the Mackays haven't been either, as they've decided now to play it safe and miss out gates 6, 7 and 8 and try and get to the finish. But they're not going to do that either, because they've come to a halt just after gate 9. Well, talk about a race of mixed fortunes. They made it up the first time, but then they ran out of momentum, and unfortunately on the way down, it all went wrong. Next to go, this is Wayne and Taylor Weatherly. They're currently sitting in 10th place. Let's see how they attack this one. They found some dry spots and they worked their way through gates 1 and 2. Now start the uphill climb through 3 and 4, getting right to the top. So they've cleared 5. They've got time on their side to have a quick look round. Wayne takes a tear-off, so he's got a little bit more vision, and now they begin the downhill plunge. They've decided they're in for all money. They're going to go for the 1,000 points here. So cautiously they tiptoe down this rutted stair-stepped hill, and so far so good for Wayne and Taylor. You're riding with them there as they work their way down towards the finish line. I think they're safely through 9. I think they're safely through 10. It's another perfect score here in course number 9. The Hydro Plumbing and Maintenance take the plunge. Here it is on the replay. Gave themselves plenty of room at the top, and this is the crowning glory. Found their way through the mud and found their way to a 1,000 point score. Scott Dixon next to go. Currently sitting 6th equal with Brent Ward. Away they go. Safety through 2. Oh, and they've hit the Suzuki tape. They just glanced it. But that's all it takes, and the scoring will stop. So they will get 200 points because they've cleared 2 gates. But then, unfortunately, they hit the boundary tape. Here it is on the replay. Slightly different tack to get through the mud, which they did do, but then they were flirting with the tape, and you just saw it move, and then you see the officials put the crossed arms up. So course number 9 and 2 perfect scores, and they were Scott Biggs and Wayne Weatherly. Overall, after 9, it's changed significantly. Chris Gifford on top from Scott Biggs, and Kevin Hermanson drops to 3rd. So, plenty of changes. We have a new leader in the Punisher in Chris Gifford, with Kevin Hermanson back in 3rd place. Scott Biggs now in 2nd. Past halfway and plenty to play for. Join us next week for the Suzuki Extreme 4x4 Challenge.